Let me ask you a question. When you hear the word brand, what do you actually think of? Chances are it's logos, colors, your website, but that's not what a brand actually is. And in this video, I'm going to be taking you through exactly what a brand is and how you can build one in 2026 so you become the go-to installer in your area. A brand is just a shortcut to trust. It's how people decide within a few seconds whether they believe you, whether you're credible, and whether they're going to choose you to install their new air conditioning system. Because before they ever trust your product, they trust your presentation. Every human decision is a risk calculation. When someone's hiring you to install a $10,000 air conditioning system, they're not just thinking about comfort. They're thinking, will this person show up? Will this person do it right? And what is their after service care once I've paid? And because they can't answer those questions yet, they look for signals. Your logo, your photos, your tone, your reviews, your content, all of it combines into one quick judgment of, do I feel safe with this company? That's what branding is, psychological safety. The clearer and more consistent your brand feels, the faster people decide that they're going to go with you. The brain makes 95% of all decisions subconsciously. We're wired to conserve energy, so instead of analyzing everything in detail, we use shortcuts, and branding is one of those shortcuts. If something looks professional, stays consistent, and sounds confident, our brain just assumes that it's trustworthy. It's why people buy a Tesla without driving it, or buy a Rolex they've never actually seen in person, or someone pays extra for a grayer home. They're not just buying products. They're buying trust wrapped in identity, because a strong brand removes doubt before logic even enters the room. When your brand feels inconsistent, when your logo, your service, your tone don't align, it creates cognitive friction. The customer feels that uncertainty, even if they can't explain why. It's why some businesses struggle to close high-ticket work. Not because the client can't afford it, but because the experience doesn't feel trustworthy enough to justify the price. Brand clarity removes that friction. It lets people relax into the buying decision. They don't need to analyze, they just feel. Yep, these guys are the real deal. Think about Hermes. Their entire brand whispers consistency. The same orange box that's been made for over 100 years. The same tone, consistency. You don't check reviews, the box is the review. Or Patek Philippe. They never shout or chase attention. Their brand signals timeless, and that creates confidence. Closer to home, Grayer. They've built a brand that makes clients feel safe investing millions into their projects. Everything from typography, tone, story. It screams, we do things properly. That's what brand does. It creates trust, so the sales process is seamless. You don't need a luxury budget to build trust. You need consistency and clarity. Start with this framework. Number one is visual trust. Clean design, real photos, consistent colors and spacing. Messy visuals just mean messy work. Verbal trust. Speak like a professional, not a salesman. Calm tone, confident statements, clear offers. Next is social trust. Reviews, testimonials, team highlights, social proof, and lastly, experience trust. Your systems and responses matter more than your ads. Fast, polite, predictable, builds authority. Do these 4 things and your brand becomes familiar, and it shows that you can be counted on. At its core, branding isn't about what people think of you, it's about what they believe without thinking at all. That's the real psychology of premium. You don't talk people into trusting you. You design that trust one detail at a time. Because when your brand becomes a shortcut for certainty, price becomes secondary, and trust becomes your competitive edge. That's how premium brands win. Not louder, just clearer.